All right, guys, sometimes I make the mistake of assuming everyone knows what I know, or everyone knows what Ben knows, but I don't know that that's always true. So today, let's talk about hydraulic systems. Hydraulic systems are nothing more than water in a pipe. In our case, most of the time it's oil in a pipe, hydraulic fluid in a pipe, but it's still a fluid in a pipe and it's under pressure and it pushes pistons out and it makes hydraulic motors spin. But anything hydraulic will leak. They all have seals, they all have hoses. Hoses burst, seals leak. It's just part of the world of being hydraulic. So, when is a hydraulic leak a problem? Well, you'll see a lot of times, let's see if I can make it happen here, a drip. There's a drip, right? Yeah. A lot of things the drip will form, but it won't even fall. That's not even a problem if the drip doesn't fall. That's just meaning the seals are well lubricated and everything's working right. But it becomes a problem when the drip starts falling onto the street. And I'd call it, if there's just a drip there and things are just wet there, that's class 0, basically. But if things are falling in the street, then we got a problem because you can't leak hydraulic oil into the street and get washed down into the storm drains. So you put a pig mat on it and you tie it up with some electrical tape or whatever, and you keep running the machine because this really isn't a big deal other than it's a drip in the street and we don't want that to happen, but the machine will still continue to run. This is not a problem. Now, another class 0 is like if you move a control on a machine and it just temporarily goes like that when you move the control, but then it doesn't keep on dripping. That's really still a class 0, class 1 type of problem. Again, if it's a perpetual thing, just put a pig mat, move the control, there we go. The machine's not down, it's not a problem. Now, class 2 is when you've got really a good drip going, almost a steady stream, and the pig mat gets saturated, and you can still operate the machine, but man, you're gonna have to change those pig mats. Class 2 gets a lot more serious. Ben and I are gonna have to take care of this. It's still usable, you just want to avoid the evidence. It's like eliminating the evidence, okay? We can put more hydraulic fluid in the machine, we can have pig mats, change them out, don't make a mess on the street, don't leave any evidence. But then when it becomes a stream that you cannot avoid, and it's leaving a stream behind the machine, you can't operate that machine legally, functionally. This is a class 3 leak. And seriously, we gotta fix it. Shut the machine down, call us, we'll fix it. Bring the machine back to Lake Point, whatever. Class 3. Class 4 is when something really blows, major blow. I would class that as leaking like a mother farker, which is a term I first learned today. I don't know what farker means, I've never heard that word before, but it might be that F word that we hear about every once in a while. I'm not even sure what that is. I mean, I've never said fuck in my life. So anyway, and then when you got a big major hose on a hydraulic machine, a major pressure line that's running like this motor on the saw, and it actually breaks. It'll look like that coming out, and it will fill the gutter and it'll run down into the storm sewer, and then we've got a huge problem. This is much worse than leaking like a mother farker. So those are the classifications of leaks. When you call us to describe how much it's leaking, try to kind of characterize it, but that is not anything that needs immediate attention, okay? Seriously not. If you can tie a pig mat around it and let us know, we'll get it fixed. Also, just doing that when you first move something, but then it doesn't leak anymore, again, let us know, but that's not going to stop you from operating today, okay? So, anyhow, now you know how I classify my leaks, okay? Thanks.